What's going on, guilty guys and gals? Oh boy. It's going to take a little explaining. So I took those couple weeks off of Dra. I was like, after playing Satsuki's Trial like 4 times, I was like, okay, I need a little break from spamming the Z key. So I was like, I'll come back to Dra later. It's fine. I'll, do some Hunger Games because it's been a long time. Today I was like, all right, time to go back to Dra. I mean, what could go wrong? You can tell by that dramatic pause that something did. Well, I pressed on my save to load it, and it didn't load. It just booted me back to the title screen. So I was like, oh, of course. As luck would have it, I have to play the end of Satsuki's Trial a 5th time. So I went through all that, and then I got to the point again where I was at, and guess what? It booted me to the title screen. So we are back to reacting. Yeah. I can't play it, so I'm just going to be reacting to Zephyrum's video of it, which is in like 480p, but it was already small anyway, so you might not even notice the difference. But yeah, here we go. I still don't know what voice I'm going to give freaking Kisaragi. I don't remember his first name. I just remember him as Kisaragi. Something like, I don't know, hello, because someone said he was very sort of upbeat and wild, you know? I don't know, that sounds right to me. Anyway. Okay, the music's too loud. Hold on. Oh, I have to start with Monokuma? I need another drink of water. Alright.
Well, very nice. Everyone's shocked by this surprise, right? Kisaragi is a freshman at Hope Speak Academy, the same as all of you. But, due to some circumstances, he had to join late. So, let's go!
Yamato.
Yamato? Mikako, do you know him? Hey, Mikako, why are you so blue?
What is this eyeball in the corner? I don't think I've ever seen that before in RPG Maker. His name is Yamato Kisaragi, that's right. Hi, my name's Yamato. Yeah. Who are you? Ray? I'm asking who he is. The one called the transfer student. Transfer student that no one expected. A new character. Okay, literally. You're gonna say character? Okay. You could have said person. I don't know. A new character appeared in this place that had started with only 15 people, including myself. That alone was enough to mess with our heads. A man named Yamato Kisaragi looked at us with a quiet smile. Ray had a fierce glare. Ray was fiercely glaring at him and waiting for him to open his mouth. And when he finally did... Matomato to your heart! Everyone's idol is, it's Yamato Kisaragi! Okay. You know what it is? I know why I wanted to do that voice for him when somebody said he was kind of goofy. It's James from Pokemon. Jesse! No, don't do that! Because he's got like blue hair. Oh, and he wears white. Yeah, I know why I thought that now. Alright, well, that's what's happening.
You can take him back, Monokuma.
Oh, I forgot I was here. Man. Where are her pupils? He stole my pupils. Help me. Was that okay? Nah, too ordinary. It seems like I was a little bored there. What? What are you saying? Are you crazy? You want to talk? This is a joke. Thanks to you, I just made an embarrassing face. Good lord, I'm about to throw up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Don't let me die. I've sinned, but just forgive me from dying. The first words that came out of Kisaragi's mouth were a joke that only seemed awkward by everyone. Now his condition is somewhat weird. Okay, well...
Oh, hey you! I've already bullied you for how long? I told you to try to get along with him! Kisaragi is a kid with a soft heart, even though he seems like... that. Well, excluding that, Yamato, there's a little bit of abnormality on his brain.
In his brain, bro?
It should be said that his mind is a little off the shelf.
What does that mean?
It's not normal to be like this, after all.
I'm called Motto! Yo! Are you worried about me? I don't see anything bad here. I didn't realize he was wearing, like, shoulder pauldrons. That's very funny.
There's something wrong with his brain?
That doesn't matter. I don't care if he's a genius or a lunatic. The important thing is the existence of him. We know there's been 15 freshmen at Hope Speak Academy this year. We haven't heard anything like the ultimate inventor. Did you invent his role here? And it's not just that. A transfer student who suddenly appears in this environment of Hope's Peak Academy, which has been blocked and sealed from the outside. While Ray was voicing her complaints about how things were going too fast, going too rapid to get to Ray's words were cut off by her. Buyer. Who's buyer? Yeah, Mato. Okay. Yamato. Mikako? That reaction. So you know him. What's the difference, Mikako Kurikawa? She's gonna explode. Somebody help her. Mikako? No! Oh god, she really did kind of explode. It was in a single moment. Kurikawa's tears began to blend with bright blood. It began to ooze out of her eyes, her nose, and her ears like fountains. That's not good. She's probably dead. I mean...
Ah! Mikako!
Yeah, she's toast. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Mikako!
That's more than I was expecting.
That's what I just said.
I know.
What do you mean? It's as if you knew that if you showed us Yamato Kisaragi, Mikako Kurikawa would do this.
Well now, don't you all want to know? What do we do? What can I do? The blood, it won't stop.
Monokuma, what are you doing? Your role should be to cure a student when they're injured in an accident. Like you did with Tsurugi.
Why should I?
What?
This isn't exactly an unfortunate accident. She'd rather just die like this. It's like, whoops, she's done too many emotional expressions.
You know, if I didn't know how this game played out, I would think she's a robot right now. I would be like, oh my god, she's a robot. Anyway.
How are you supposed to take care of that in the first place, huh? Well, I don't know, so I'll leave it to you all.
What the heck?
Well, either way, Kisaragi, come out here.
Yes, teacher.
Here, it's your student handbook. Be careful not to lose it.
Wow, thank you. I'll do that, and, I'll cherish this.
I've explained to you roughly everything about living here, alright? Now, try to get along with your new friends. Be a good boy. I'll pick you up at 5.
Okay.
You guys get along with some Yamato. Yamato's information's been added to your handbook, so if you feel curious, you could look at it.
Monokuma, wait a... Damn it! My friend is bleeding out, collapsed right in front of my eyes. Even with that pretense of wanting someone to die, this thing... I can never forgive something like that.
Alright, well, that's good.
What should we do? What should I... Mikako, please wake up!
Even if you ask...
You all, stop blanking. Hurry up and support her other side.
Ray?
You, the transfer student. I'm full of things I want to say to you, but right now, to save Mikako Kurikawa... Oh, right now I want to save Mikako Kurikawa. I have much I want to hear from her, and it will be difficult if she dies.
Cool. Yeah, let's move her to the infirmary first. It's on the first floor, so it's not too far.
Small class. I thought there were 15 of you. Where are the rest of them? They're hiding in the walls?
We decided to pick up the unconscious Mikako to take her to the infirmary. In the meantime, the revelation of Yamato, the transfer student who doesn't even blink, even though a person is bleeding and collapsed right in front of him, he seems kind of creepy.
Did you just call me creepy? Maybe you're right. He's kind of got like a Mikado thing, like underscoring his... like when Mikado's like doing his fake little happy stuff, that's basically his voice. It's just happened that way. I've never had to like introduce a voice into one of these playthroughs in like chapter 5. It feels weird. Normally it gets easier as time goes on, you know?
After talking to Mikako, who had lost consciousness over her bleeding, we went to the infirmary together for first aid, then brought her to her private room, where we immediately after gathered in Ray's, a sudden transfer student, and Mikako losing consciousness.
Yeah, you're down 2 people now.
Less than a day has passed since we decided to continue. Satsuki's will to defeat the mastermind. We were so confused by the rapid change in our situation.
Mikako, I'm sure she'll be okay.
Even Mikako was knocked down, and Tsurugi ain't showing any reaction. The 4 of us are the only ones in this whole place. Feels unreal.
5. They're not in this room, but there's someone out there running around.
Yamato, you mean?
Who is he? The person named Yamato Kisaragi.
The e-handbook really did get updated.
You know, at least I'm familiar with all 4 of these voices. Like, I've done these for a long time. Anyway. Well, if you think about it simply, they would be the mastermind.
The mastermind?
But didn't Ray say that Mikako could be the mastermind?
I didn't know things were going to end up like this. But it doesn't mean Mikako Kurikawa can be freed from guilt. You saw too, right? As soon as she saw that guy, she became anxious. Shed tears, even.
That's true. As soon as she saw him, she mentioned Yamato Ni.
Which is brother, as far as I remember. The most primary candidate is Yamato Kisaragi. At the same time, I can't stop being suspicious of Mikako Kurikawa. Because we can't reach the conclusion there's only one mastermind.
What? You mean it's not just one person?
The only thing I admire from you is your ignorance. It needs like a sigh in front of it, so it's like, Well, the only thing I can admire from you is your ignorance. Rather, don't you think the possibility of the Mastermind's revenge was because of the character named Yamato Kisaragi appearing?
That means... Are you saying the Mastermind is mixed into our group, and the one behind all of this is in hiding, and they control everything?
Right. Seems you at least can be useful, Yuki. Think about it. There's no creature called Monokuma. On this planet, that means something is, or someone is controlling it. Wouldn't that explain that Mikako Kurakawa, who was with us this whole time, wasn't the one doing that?
Yeah, but, didn't Yamato... I forgot his name for a second. Yamato and Monokuma move at the same time in the gym earlier?
I'm not sure about that yet. But perhaps they did something without our knowledge. It may have been a reserved as in like planned, probably. It may have been a planned out operation, or because of the distance we simply didn't see the trick. I don't know. Even so, it means he's not a trustworthy person. What is certain is that he's been on the sidelines since we got involved in all of this. It's true. You got the fast pass to round 5.
Yeah, if he doesn't have anything to do with the Mastermind, then he can't have, and he can't have come from the outside the school either.
Still, wouldn't it be better to talk directly with him than just suspect him? We don't know what kind of person he even is yet. Mikako's the same. When she wakes up, let's just talk to them. I hate being suspicious like this.
I don't suppose you all think that person named Kisaragi Yamato is just a mysterious figure. Does just happen to pop up suddenly, do you?
What are you talking about?
Huh? Wait, do you have any information about Kisaragi, Ray?
Yuki, for the love of God, help me here. I don't think I can handle these two on my own. These two fools by myself. You know, same difference.
Oh, Akane, Tsuruya, you saw it when we reported about the 3rd floor, right? The Hope Speak Academy graduation album.
Graduation album?
Kisaragi Hanzo. That was the name of the owner of that album.
The music is fading out to something more serious.
It'd be too perfect to be coincidence, don't you think? Oh, somehow when I heard the name Kisaragi, I thought I knew it, so that's where it was from. I remember now.
I'm more curious as to how you could forget such important information in the first place. And not only that, you both, did you see the mark in the ballroom's arsenal?
Mark? You mean that mark with the 2 moons overlapped in blue?
Yes. Yuki has already heard this before, but that mark is the crest of the Kisaragi Foundation. It's not a widely known company, especially not to the general public, but it is gigantic in scope. It operates in the shadows with a broad reach of high-tech science sector activities, sure.
Kisaragi Foundation. Kisaragi... I remember! When I was younger, my father signed to sell robot vacuum cleaners! The source was from that Kisaragi Foundation place.
Yeah, there's that way people might know of them, although they're a company with a lot of secrets. As to whether it was controlling the mass media or not is still unknown.
Then, Kisaragi, he's from that big corporation? His family?
I don't know. If it is the case, it wouldn't be surprising, since the graduation album of Hanzo Kisaragi was discovered, and the arsenal has the mark of that foundation. But, just looking at it, doesn't it seem that there's some kind of relationship between the Mastermind and the Kisaragi Foundation, which we are facing right now?
It's right. And it turns out there was one more thing, Ray. A clue related to the Kisaragi Foundation.
Oh, really? Which one?
At the time, I couldn't say anything, but I found a picture of a person named Yamato Kisaragi in the school's office while we were investigating the 4th floor. Yeah, it's a photo I found with Tsurugi. As I had room to organize the situation, I began to think about it. The person in the picture resembled Hanzo Kisaragi from the graduation album. This Yamato Kisaragi, who we just met in person a little while ago. Unfortunately, Tsurugi has that picture right now.
That's what Yuki was talking about with Tsurugi in the school office? For all that time? Why didn't you just tell us?
I was just a little confused back then. Things were happening, and Tsurugi himself told me to stay quiet, and probably spoke some nonsense to convince me.
Some nonsense?
You've come to reveal it now, but Tsurugi was also suspicious of Mikako. Tsurugi hasn't seen Yamato yet, so I wonder if he'll keep thinking that way.
Well, he is that kind of person. But, right now, he's become a useless partner.
Then, are those 3 clues related to Yamato and this huge academy?
Yes. Now, do you all know the reason why I'm suspicious of Yamato Kisaragi? Mikako Kurokawa, who overreacted to his appearance, was suspicious for those same reasons.
But I just wish we could talk to him.
You're tenacious. Well, do whatever you see fit. As I see it now, he's someone with a broken head, and there's a high probability there's nothing we could talk to him about.
What?
Isn't this your room?
Ray, where are you going?
There's still much I have to organize with you all. I have to move. It's about time that person notices us.
Wow! What are you all doing in here?
Monokuma?
What? I don't want to see your face in here. Can you get out now?
No, but I was looking for you one by one because I couldn't see you anywhere on the cameras. Wait, but what's this? There was obviously nobody in this room on a surveillance camera, right?
Oh.
No way, you guys. You haven't done anything to the surveillance camera, have you?
What are you saying now? You must have broken down. Are you trying to cover up your own mistakes? You really are a rotten piece of trash.
Oh, breaking my heart with such sudden profanity. Well, anyway, I suppose what you said makes sense. The facilities are old, so whatever.
The facilities are old? What does that mean? The facilities of Hope Speak Academy shouldn't be that old, should they? Isn't Hope Speak Academy like 60 years old? I don't know. Because like when we were learning about Izuru Kamakura, who was like the first headmaster, I believe it was said it was like that old, but maybe that was a lie. I don't know. Whatever.
That's... what is it? Oh yeah, the switch room in the power room was also a little bad because of the lights, right? I guess that's what I meant. I don't know why I'm freaking out now. You got me all worked up because of that camera. And I came here because I had something to tell you. Well, I think you already know, so I don't really have to say it, but the 5th floor of the school area is now open, so it's okay to investigate as much as you want. Do what you like. The 4th floor was mostly locked classrooms anyway. For the 4th floor, if you compare it to the human body, it's a bit sensitive. Shall I say it's the shameful part? What?
Oh, now red for embarrassment? But red is for anger, anyway.
What? Don't make such strange comments. Miss Akane, your face is blushing. Well, rest assured, the 5th floor is wide open. Wink. But unlike so far, you'll need to be a little more prepared. Wink.
Aren't you always winking?
Shut up. It's also the final floor. You all seemed...
Knocked down. He means like low mood, but how do you say that in like a short phrase? Low energy, maybe?
You guys seemed low energy, so I thought it'd be best for such a last-minute atmosphere.
What?
Are you prepared to reach the truth? Then go ahead. Think of this as a service for seeing you all so motivated. Oh, I have to go and see the status of the cameras. Bye!
Okay, bye. Why did Ray have to get up and move towards the door? Like, what did that solve? Anyway.
What? We gotta be prepared. He's probably just saying stuff to scare us, right? Right?
Anyways, did you see it? So far, I was alone, and I didn't have many doubts because there were far more people back then. If 4 or 5 people suddenly disappear while the number of people is reduced to what they are now, the likelihood of being caught will increase each time. We can't talk for a long time in my room. There are 1 or 2 limits that can let this slide on a basis, such as I just did.
So, what should we do? If it wasn't for the jamming in your room, it would all go straight to the ears of the mastermind.
For now, let's just talk briefly, only when there's something we desperately need to say. I'll call you all when it need be, so, for now, act like you always do. Act natural.
Teruya's like, I'm gonna shoot everybody.
Teruya.
As usual, you're talking about eating in the morning, staying together, and not leaving our rooms after dark? Etc.
Oh, right. You were doing that as well. What does it matter? Let's just act together. Instead, I won't lock the door to my room. It will remain open. So, make sure you come in and out of my room from time to time. Suspicion will decrease the less time we gather together. This is very strange. What was that sound for? And what's with your stupid face?
No, it's not like that, but it's a first for someone like you to suggest something like that.
I knew Ray was a good girl, even though she seemed not to care about us before. She really has helped us a lot.
Don't call me that. Stop annoying me. I told you not to be mistaken. You and I aren't friends. It's just cooperation. Don't try and cross the line with those useless remarks.
Ah, cooperation means you could be a friend. Don't be so cold, Ray.
Shut it! I'll get rid of the jamming soon, so go out to the 5th floor and investigate.
A teddy bear?
That was very important text, you see. It had to be, like, highlighted in a special new font and everything. Anyway.
Ray, did I make her upset, you think?
She's just shy, right? I mean, even if she said stuff like that, saying that she'll always keep her door open to us means she trusts us that much, right?
Yeah, we're all totally ready to join forces and smack that mastermind right now. Let's follow Ray to the 5th floor and start investigating.
Alright, they're gonna smack that mastermind.
We're still riddled with mysteries, and there's a long way to go. I could feel our hearts reunited in this despair. Tsurugi, Mikako, and Kisaragi and Yamato Kisaragi, the confusion was still the same, but we were filled with more hope than ever. I decided to go with everyone to investigate the 5th floor.
I think I have to stop because I'm getting a case of the hiccups. This is a good time to stop, though. It's pretty short today, I know, because I spent all that time freaking beating around the 4th trial for no good reason in the end. But yeah, we're back. Next week, I think I'm going to try to move to a more back to our 3 days a week schedule, which means I kind of want a second game to play again. So maybe I'll put that up to you guys. There's a few things I've been doing that we could do. Obviously, Ace Attorney. We could go back to the Great Ace Attorney. We did leave in the middle of a trial, after all. There's also Hunger Games. I could just do 1 Hunger Games a week, or like I guess it'd be 2 on some weeks. But I could just go like Danganronpa, Hunger Games, Danganronpa, and just keep doing that. I honestly wouldn't mind that. Or I don't know. I'm going to look through my catalog of videos here, because I'm sure there are other stuff I haven't finished yet. Other than Infinite Fusion, which I will never return to. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to do that. We'll see how it goes, because you never know, something crazy could happen, and then I have to put it off another week. We're doing a lot of like landscape work at our place right now, so that's what's been keeping me busy since school's ended. But hopefully that should be done soon, and then, we can just do whatever. I just noticed that these stools are definitely, like, either from a different, like, resource pack, or they're, like, hand-drawn by LINUJ, because they're so different from everything else in the room. That's kind of funny. This is kind of what my sprite art looks like, although I'd probably not put a line at the bottom, of, like, the seat, so that they kind of look like they kind of look like a mogus. But without that line, I think they look more like stools. I don't know. We'll see. I keep looking at this kind of stuff because I'm going to be doing it soon. And I'm like, oh, goodness. Because there's honestly not very good modern tile sets in RPG Maker. So we'll have lots of fun doing that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out the Patreon if you want. It's there. If you want to throw me $1, throw $1 at me. It'll hit me in the face. And yeah, I'll put up a poll in the community tab soon, and then you guys can vote on what you want the second series to be. I'm going to assume Hunger Games is going to win, but you never know. All right, bye-bye.